Hey guys, so I'm giving Facebook a few minutes to let you guys know your girl is live. I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. If any of you guys are watching this, just go ahead and share the video for me. Waiting for Facebook to have some people tuned in. But the live topic of this video is how am I making money with MCA, aka Motor Clubs of America. Or you can say vice versa, because really MCA is just the acronym. But yeah, so I'm going to be talking about that tonight because I get this question literally like every single day, especially on Friday when it's payday. I get this question ever so often because a lot of people just don't understand it, which is cool. That's why I do these videos for clarification so people can better understand what the whole process is. Ooh, actually give me 2 seconds. I'm back. I had to share the live video. But right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. You guys can watch the replay. I do post a replay. If any of you guys have any questions live, just go ahead and ask me the questions live. Hey girl, how you doing? So yeah, if any of you guys have any questions live, go ahead and ask them to me. I'll just answer them while I'm doing this. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Now, first question that I always get is, what is MCA? MCA, or like I said, Motor Clubs of America, literally is just a roadside assistance company. They are exactly like AAA. Only reason I like them more is because you get unlimited roadside services. Oh yeah, y'all, I just got a tripod. Got it off of Amazon, you feel me, with Amazon Prime. I got free hands now. I just had to throw that out there. I'm so elated. But yes, it's a roadside assistance company where they provide services or roadside services. They give you discounts on hotels, discounts on car rentals, discounts on prescriptions, anything you could possibly think of from here and yonder. They provide all of that as a service. So with you being a member with them, you do have access to all of that. It is available to you to use whenever the hell you want. I used the roadside services before, and personally I did like it. They came in a reasonable time frame. They were able to tow my car and all that good stuff. So I can vouch to say I've used their services. So they are a real company, you guys. But yes, they are a roadside service company who has what I like to call a refer a friend program. So when you refer individuals over to the company, that is what they compensate you for. Now, I know a lot of people make the mistake of thinking this is a job. It is not a job. It is not a job. This is what you have to do for yourself. This is an online business. So however you decide to advertise the company, you can go ahead and do that. The only things they really say is like don't use profanity and like nudity and like naked girls to be like, hey, get roadside services. But for the most part, it's for you to advertise however you want to advertise it, however you make your money. They just care about the memberships. So I always let people know there's multiple ways you can go ahead to advertise this. You can either advertise the business opportunity side of it, which is what I do. I let people know how much money they can make online from this because I personally, I post my income proof up today. I got paid $700 today, and that was from 1 week. Depending on what kind of job that you work, you make that in 2 weeks. If you're lucky, 800 to 1,000. I don't know what the minimum wage is now. I think probably like 8, 9 something. But that's the average income that a person makes in 2 weeks, and I made it on 1 week on autopilot. So you can advertise that opportunity side to let people know about the pay, the compensation, so on and so forth, what's available to them, because a lot of people literally probably just need like an extra $500 a month, and that will just get them out of like the debt pool that they're in. Because there's a lot of people that are single parents, a lot of people who are married and still short on income, because you feel me, anything can happen. However you decide to go about getting your money, I ain't no shame in the game. I let people know you get it how you get it how you live. So if you, sorry, I thought my daughter woke up. But yeah, so if you decide that, you know, you want to work with me and actually go ahead and get that started, I do teach you on how you can advertise the business side of it and how you can advertise the actual services. So let's say you talk to your moms and your mom's like, you know, my roadside services, as I'm about to get a new one, you can let her know like, hey, I have this here, here's how much it costs, and boom, that's you making a sale right there, and that's off of people that you know. Now, I know someone earlier asked me, like, you know, I only have 100 friends on Facebook, how can I make money doing this? From doing MCA, running my own graphic design business, I'm starting to get into e-commerce, like doing all these different businesses, I came to learn that your friends and family should be your last customers. They shouldn't be the first people that you run to when you're starting a business. They shouldn't be the first people you run to when you start an opportunity. How did I know? Because when I used to do other online marketing stuff, they'd be like, hey, invite people to your house and have them watch this thing on the TV screen and let them ask questions. Like, it doesn't work like that. Because at the end of the day, people, A, like to know what they're getting into, and B, they always want to know that they have the privilege to make their own decision. So if you are trying to get your family and friends into this and they're just looking at you like, fam, like, what are you trying to have us out here doing? Then you don't need to have them people as customers. You don't need your friends and families as customers. Like I said, they should be the last person you should tell about this. Because a lot of people of our community, if you know what I'm saying, first thing they say is, when you make money, call me up and then I'll be ready to go. So you don't want to aim for people with that mindset. You want to aim for people who are opportunists. Opportunists are individuals that once they see the value of something, they have no issue coming to you to say, you know, I'm ready, let's run it. Here's my $40, I'm ready to get up and start it. So those are individuals that you want to work with. Now, I've came into hundreds of people while doing this so far for this past couple months, and there have been a lot of people who say, you know, how fast do I start getting paid? How soon do I start getting paid? And, you know, people who are so fixed up to be like, you know, I'm trying to make fast money, that doesn't encourage me to want to work with them, because if you are the kind of person where you're saying, I just need $1,000 by next week, this is not something for you. This is not the online opportunity you need to be doing, because if you are looking for fast money, then you need to go find something else. I always let individuals know that if you're looking for money that will feed you over time, it will provide you over time and help you build that wealth that we all are trying to acquire, then hell yeah, I would say do this. Because as long as you stay consistent, follow the training. I mean, really follow the training. It's like some people tell me they go to the training and come back an hour later and say, what do I do now? I'm like, did you not do what was in the video? Like, I mean, like, if you legit sit and take your time and go through the training and do exactly what the training says, there's no reason why you can't win. There's no reason why you can't make money. There's no reason why this will not work for you. Because even if you only make one sale a week, that's $80 a week. So that's 816, like a little over $300 for the month. I ain't feel like doing the math. It's a little over $300 per month. So that's you getting one person a week. One. Literally, that's it. So depending on where your financial goals is, you just have to work your numbers like that. Like, I personally set a goal to make a minimum of $500 a week. How much is $500 a week? That's about one person a day. So that's 6-7 people for the week. So whenever you are doing stuff like this, you have to be goal driven, and you have to be willing to achieve your goals. Because when you work for yourself, your pay is never guaranteed. Our money fluctuates, our money goes up and down because we don't have a fixed income. Is that a bad thing? No, because now you don't have no cap as to how much money you can make. Let's say this week you make $400 and then next week you make $1,000. All of that is available to you because you pushed yourself. You're meeting your goals. You're getting yourself organized. You're becoming a business person. Because like I said earlier, this is an online business. Business, B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S, business. When you understand that this is a business and not a job, then it's going to be easier to do certain things. Because a lot of individuals feel as though, you know, this is a work from home job, that when you actually post the advertisement online, someone's going to drop $100 to your account and then that's it. You said good to go. Really, that's not how it goes. You actually have to be willing to work. You have to be willing to learn, because this is a new skill set that you are now adding on to yourself. Like, for everyone here who has a job, I used to have a job myself. When you had a job and they hired you, they had to train you. They taught you about the rules and procedures. They taught you about the techniques. They taught you, you know, stuff to say to customers, so on and so forth. And then after you learned all of that, then they put you through like a little trial period where, you know, they have to see if you understood what you trained. And then after you pass the trial period, then they throw you on the floor. when I used to be a housekeeper back in 2015, somewhere around there, 2015. When I used to be a housekeeper, when I first got hired, they taught me like about the different chemicals, what chemical can and can't mix with this. When you're talking to the residents, how to speak to them, so on and so forth, you know, all that good stuff. So after I finished training, they put me on the floor with someone else to say, you know, this is who you're training with. They're going to be watching you just to make sure you do it right. So after going through the housekeeping training, they showed me how to do it, and the person shadowed me. After the shadowing, then that's when they threw me on the floor and said, all right, Denise, fend for yourself. You got this. Did I freak out? Hell yeah, because I was so used to having someone there. But because I paid attention during the training, implement what I learned, and stay consistent, I kept my job for a very long time until I quit and, you know, started doing all this stuff. But my point being is that when you go into a new field, they teach you what you have to do so you don't mess up, so you don't fail. And I know that a lot of people feel as though, you know, when you're doing certain online stuff, why do you have to pay? Why do you have to pay? Certain things that you do are going to require you to invest. I always tell people to realize the difference between investing and spending, because when you're spending money on something, you're not expecting to get it back. Like when you go to Starbucks every morning, get your little coffee and the little croissant thing, that warm croissant, whatever the hell it's called, and you pay your $7 every morning, and that's like $50 a week you're spending, you know you're not going to get back that $50, because I'm pretty sure once you eat the food, that's it. They're not expecting for you to give it back. Now, when you're investing your money, you're expecting something back in a return, and usually you're expecting back more than what you invested. So I let people understand that when you're doing things like these, it always works for you as long as you are willing to work. Because Motor Clubs of America is $40. It is $40. It is not free. When you invest your $40, even if you only make one sale and you kind of call it quits, you still don't lose because you make $80 per sale. So when you do the math, you made back your investment, which is $40, and now you're making back $40 more. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the ROI, you got a return on your investment. ROI, return on your investment, if you ever see that anywhere. So if you make one sale and then quit, that's you, but you can't say it didn't work because you noticed that you made more than what you spent. So as long as you put in the work, everything will always fall in your favor, because there's no way you can lose. There's no way you can't win as long as you do everything that you have to do. I do provide you with free step-by-step training. Training is free. Training is free. Training is free. The training shows you how to make a website, shows you how to make a Facebook fan page. It teaches you like the basics of email marketing. You know, you don't need all that glam flaban type stuff for this, because it's very basic. You get to learn the basics of email marketing, so on and so forth. Because what's going to happen is sometimes when you do this, people are not going to automatically register as soon as they see this. Why? Because they're probably like me and said this was a scam and I don't want to do it because you're trying to take my $40 from me. So people, after seeing your advertisements for probably like 5, 6, 7 times, however more consistent that you are, then that's probably when they'll come around and be like, you know, I want to register for this now. How do I do it? Your consistency is always what's going to affect how this comes out, because the more consistent that you are, the more results you're going to see. Excuse me. The more consistent that you are, the more results you're going to see. If you're not consistent in your work, you can't expect a consistent paycheck. You can't expect consistent results. You can't expect what other people are getting, because you're not doing the work what other people are putting in. Like, I think yesterday I put up status, and I was just like, you know, just remember, there's someone at home working 10 times harder than you that is getting that bread. Don't get mad at people for outworking you. You need to stop being lazy. There's a lot of people doing this, and if someone's not making money, it's because they're not doing what they have to do. They're not doing extra research. You know, sometimes what's in the training may not be everything that you need. I know everyone's different. So I would say, you know, go on YouTube, follow other people, stalk other individuals who do MCA. Like, look at what they do. A famous quote that I heard someone say, this dude's lit, his name's Todd Dowell. He was like, you know, when you're looking at other entrepreneurs, when you're looking at other people that you aspire to be and stuff like that, don't always listen to what they tell you to do. Look at what they are doing themselves. So if someone is doing a video and says, buy all of this for $1,000, but you pay attention to how they do the video, how they advertise themselves, how do they brand themselves, how do they build themselves as an individual, you want to build yourself like that person so you can make that person's money. Now, am I saying not buy anything from them at all? Of course not. They may be selling a lit product that can help you get your business to the next level. But if you're trying to be like them, you have to pay attention to what they do as a business person to get to where you have to be. So consistency is important. You make your own results. However you decide to utilize your tools is how you utilize them. Because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own success. You're responsible for your outcome. You're responsible for all of that. Because when you start, let's say you start your own traditional business, there's no one in anywhere who's gonna come up to you and say, hey, you just paid for your LLC, boo, that's good. Let me show you how to get your EIN. Let me show you how to register for taxes. Let me show you how to, you feel me, get all your stuff wholesale. Let me show you the wholesale vendors. Like, no one does that at all. I recently paid for another LLC for another business thing I'm about to start up. No one told me what to do after I paid. The state of Florida took my $160 and said, all right, cool. You're legal in the state of Florida now. Deuces. They didn't tell me about the EIN and what I should check off and how I should do it and so on and so forth. Because they figured that, all right, you want to start a business, so you know what is expected of you. You know what you have to do. You know what's required. Pay your taxes, and we're not going to bother you. You feel me? That's all it really is. And that's true. That really is all that it is. And this is the same way. Now, am I saying that you're going to get thrown into the wolves and say, fend for yourself? No. But if you register with me, and I take probably like an hour to write you back because I'm writing back 100 other people, you get upset. Whatever question you just ask me, go and Google it. So if by the time I do get to you and you say you don't found the answer already, you're going to make me happy. I'm like, all right, this person actually took the time out to go find whatever information that it is that they need. So they're taking the initiative on their business. They're taking the initiative to find themselves, because you are responsible for your own money at the end of the day. If you are watching this video right now, go ahead and share this live for me. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them down below. Like I said, this is a live Q&A, so if any of you guys have questions, go ahead and ask it. But yeah, you are responsible for your own results. All an individual can do is give you the tools, and you have to do the rest from there. Like my friend Angel, the girl who commented on this live, the one that's lit, she posted a post a couple days ago, and she was saying, you know, how sometimes when you make a product or you have something for people, you want to ride out with them until the end so that you can make sure that they do good. But really, you can't do that. No one can ride with you until the end, because all I can do, all other people can do, you feel me, whoever, we can just give you the tools and the resources. If you use it, you're great. If you don't use it, that's your loss. That's no one's fault but yourself. You can't say no one ever gave you the tools to use. You can't say nothing was ever utilized and so on and so forth, because you know all of that is available for you. So what else? That's pretty much it for the most part that I wanted to talk about with Motor Clubs of America, because I put a screenshot up of my paycheck this week, and everyone was like, how are you doing this? What are you doing? How are you doing? And it'd be some people who wrote me already, and I'm like, you know, I'm doing the same exact thing. I've been doing this for over 6 months now, so you know, it's whether you want to do it or not. Because we're in 2017 now. We're about to be in 2018, 1 more month away. We're in the age now where everything can be done online. And I said everything, I literally mean anything. You can get your CPR certification online. How can you do that? You're not in front of anybody. You're not, you feel me? You're not giving no one mouth to mouth to know the correct technique to do it. But guess what? That person can still get certified online and can go out and save somebody's life, even though they never touched nobody. You can get a college degree online. You can get certifications online. You can get jobs online. For those of you guys who work for Comcast and stuff like that, it's online customer service. So if you feel like you can't make money online, then you need to really understand that, you know, it's possible. It's real. It's out there. You just need to hop on the train. Because you can't say nothing is possible if you never gave it a try. You can't say nothing is possible if you never tried to understand it. You feel me? You can't say none of that if you never took the time out to learn it. Because there are tools there to learn. There are books, videos, podcasts, audios, people, Instagrams that you can follow to see what they do on a day-to-day basis. You feel me? There's so much stuff available. But you just have to make yourself available to do it. You have to make... excuse me. I just ate. You have to make yourself available to understand that if you take the time out to learn all of this, then your possibilities are basically endless. There's nothing that can stop you unless you stop yourself. So that's all I have to say for tonight. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. I would say if you have any extra questions that you were too shy to ask me on the live, I know I do this all the time. I'll be watching like a big entrepreneur and I'll be like, I'm gonna inbox you my question because I ain't gonna comment on you live. But if you have any questions about this, just go ahead and inbox me. I don't mind doing it. If you are interested in getting started with MCA, just go ahead and inbox me, or I can send you my link. You can help get started today. I'll help the next 2 people basically get all your stuff set up for anybody who registers with me before tomorrow. So the next 2 people, I'll actually FaceTime you and do step-by-step showing you how to set up all your accounts, but I'm only doing that for 2. As soon as I get 2 people, I'm just going to cut everyone else off and say, you know, that's it. But yeah, have an awesome Friday night. I hope you guys stay great, stay blessed, and do everything that it is that someone told you you can.